What effect does deforestation for palm oil create in the environment? Palm oil is one of the world's most rapidly expanding crops, and production continues to increase due to the growing global demand. It is found in many products, including packaged foods, cosmetics, fast food, and many detergents. Because only 3 vegetable oils must be labelled on food products in Australia and New Zealand, consumers quite often will not know that they are contributing to the growing demand of unsustainable palm oil. What is the issue? The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization states that approximately 7.3 million hectares of forest are destroyed each year for palm oil plant production. In Indonesia, approximately 45% of palm oil plantations were rainforests in 1989. Both Indonesia and Malaysia combined produce more than 80% of all palm oil. While sustainable palm oil production is certified by principles and standards set by the Round Table on Sustainable Palm Oil, unsustainable palm oil is linked to illegal logging and forest degradation, leading to a loss in biodiversity of many animals and insects, and an increase in carbon gas emissions, which inflates climate change. The expansion of oil palm impacts on both the tropical rainforests and peatlands, which are among the richest and most biodiverse ecosystems in the world. Due to unsustainable palm oil production, many animals such as the orangutan, Sumatran tiger, and the Borneo dwarf elephant are now listed as critically endangered. This is due to losses in habitat from logging and land clearing fires, loss of food resources, and poaching for either meat or selling of the animal. According to Fitzherbert et al., palm oil plantations hold much fewer species than other plantations, thus leading to further losses in biodiversity and changes in the ecology system. Currently, both Brazil and Indonesia are the largest emitters of greenhouse gases. Recent estimates of carbon gas emissions from deforestation is about 4.4 GT of carbon dioxide, which is over 4.5 times the emissions from Germany, and about equal to the emissions from the entire European Union in 2009. Research in this inquiry commenced by using the search engine Google, using keywords such as orangutans, palm oil, deforestation in Indonesia, and loss of biodiversity. There were many articles found, but the majority were very biased and emotional with no peer review. Google Scholar was then searched using the same keywords and phrases. This led to a number of peer-reviewed and referenced articles free from emotional bias. It also led to a number of other references being found cited in the articles. New key phrases such as logging in Indonesia were added. Following on, the Curtin University Library was used to search online articles. Academic articles were very informative, but some were very difficult to read or understand. Finally, the Curtin Library database was used. Key findings were that deforestation for palm oil leads directly to a loss of biodiversity and an increase in greenhouse gases, which are among the most serious global environmental problems. Organisations such as the RSPO have been formed to tackle the environmental concerns and to limit mass deforestation and forest degradation. Education is paramount in understanding the differences between sustainable and unsustainable palm oil and the negative effects that unsustainable palm oil production has on environmental sustainability. And the links to the Australian curriculum, this inquiry would be greatly suited to grade 4 in primary school, and the links are the science understanding, living things depend on each other and the environment to survive. And it relates to this inquiry in that living things do depend on their environment to survive. When their habitats are destroyed, animals need to move away, leading to overcrowded, loss of food and shelter, and reproductive issues. And the second part, still in grade 4, is science as a human endeavour. The use and influence of science. Science knowledge helps people to understand the effects of their actions. And discussions could be held about how losses in habitat for animals leads to losses in biodiversity and then to changes in the ecology. Thank you for listening.